Welcome to the Stone Fabricator Elite podcast, where we share the insights we've gained from working with stone fabricators since 2017. I'm Ben Davis, co-host of the SFE podcast. I record episodes inspired by our blog and webinar content. At the same time, the company's founder, Justin Shaw, will host full-length episodes where he interviews leading fabricators, industry experts, and thought leaders. This industry is filled with complexities, and the massive amount of oversight can be overwhelming. It often puts pressure on owners and operators who are strained by thin margins and demanding customers. Our mission at Stone Fabricator Elite is to help you simplify your business and gain control of your sales, all while allowing you to claim more freedom and enjoy the fruits of your labor. So join us as we share strategies, stories, and interviews that empower you to thrive in this competitive and challenging industry, one episode at a time. Thank you for joining me today. In this episode of the Stone Fabricator Elite podcast, we're going to discuss the importance of auditing your sales pipeline on a regular basis. We will also talk about some of the key things to avoid. And finally, I'll share the strategies and tactics we use to help shops to stop leaving easy money on the table by letting deals fall through the cracks. I want to mention that while the things I will share in this episode are fairly straightforward, the key to success will be to take the strategies shared here and execute consistently. A good example is if you look at the fabricators we support, we actually audit their sales pipelines twice a week, 52 weeks out of the year. This single activity has a compounding effect, and it has truly changed the game for the shops we support. So if this sounds like something you could benefit from, stay tuned. Let's talk a little about the common challenges many shops run into. Often, fabricators focus the majority of their time, money, and attention on acquiring leads, and far fewer resources on nurturing leads once they have earned them. Now, I know that the goal is to get quotes out the door as quickly as possible, but the troubling thing that we see fairly often is that once a quote goes out, it's on to the next, and in many cases, shops have shared that they never follow up with a quote once it's been sent. Another common issue is having deals sitting in your pipeline for an extended period. When deals get stuck in what can be referred to as pipeline purgatory, they become stagnant and lose momentum. These stalled deals can accumulate without regular audits, cluttering your pipeline and hindering new opportunities. A weekly audit allows you to identify bottlenecks and take corrective action to efficiently move deals through the pipeline. Think of it this way. Your sales pipeline is not just a collection of potential deals, it's a profit-generating engine for your stone fabrication business. Regular audits enable you to optimize the pipeline for maximum profitability. By identifying and addressing inefficiencies, you can reduce sales cycle times, increase win rates, and ultimately improve your bottom line. In fact, according to HubSpot, companies that prioritize pipeline visibility see a 28% higher year-over-year growth rate compared to those that neglect it. One of the key aspects of managing a successful sales pipeline is maintaining the visibility of all potential opportunities. You want to have a comprehensive view of your sales activities, including the status of each deal and the potential revenue they represent. This visibility empowers you to prioritize high-value opportunities, allocate resources effectively, and make informed strategic decisions. After this short message, I'll return to share the simple yet highly effective framework we use. So grab a pen or save this episode. I'll be back in a moment. Today's episode is brought to you by our company, Stone Fabricator Elite. In an industry with no shortage of complexity, we have made it our mission to help stone companies to gain control of their sales. Many of the country's top fabricators are using our flagship Sales Sidekick program to amplify the efforts of their sales teams and provide the level of oversight needed to hit and surpass their sales targets. The framework we're about to share with you is one of the core elements in our program and has helped many shops to consistently close more deals and capture more revenue without spending more money on marketing. If you'd like to learn more, head over to stonefabricatorelite.com. Okay, we're back. In a moment, I'm going to break down the 4 parts of our framework. But before I get into the details surrounding auditing your sales pipeline, I should point out that you must have a system for managing your leads. This means you should be using a proper CRM, where all your leads are captured, entered, and organized. That includes opportunities generated from your website forms, social media or pay-per-click advertising, walk-in traffic, phone inquiries, and all other sources that need to be captured by your CRM. Without this fundamental tool, you will be at a major disadvantage and have a much harder time managing your deal pipeline. This is important because your pipeline is the lifeblood of your business. It dictates revenue generation and your ability to grow and be profitable. However, many businesses fail to realize the potential profits because of inefficiencies and a lack of oversight. All right, now that we've covered the importance of having a healthy sales pipeline, here is our ultra-simple framework that you can use to help conduct a successful ALES pipeline audit. When auditing a sales pipeline within a CRM, you will typically be able to filter your leads and deals based on various data points. You can use these filters, for example, to search for and flag deals that have been inactive or that have sat in a stage for too long. When we perform an audit for a fab shop, one of the critical things we check for is that every deal has, at the very least, an action plan in place, which we define as a combination of an up-to-date note and a future task set. These two items basically set sales reps up to know, what do I need to do next to move this deal forward, and when am I taking that action? It's simple, yet very impactful. Okay, moving on. Let's take a look at how to do an audit and what to do with the information. The way that we handle this is a little old school, to be honest. We start off by working inside the CRM, and we use filtering to locate the deals that need attention. We then put those deals into spreadsheets and conduct what we call sales sprints. These sprints are short sessions where we work with the reps to review the list of deals and bring each deal into good standing. I'll mention again that it's the consistency of doing this, year-round, twice a week, that really helps to ensure our clients' sales pipelines are dialed in and they aren't leaving easy money on the table. To quickly recap before we close out the show, so that you can take the first step in gaining control of your sales. First, you'll need to put a proper CRM in place to capture and organize your opportunities, and you'll want to give ownership of auditing your sales pipeline to one member of your team. Have them do the audits at least once weekly, keep them simple, aim for consistency, and, most importantly, keep your team accountable for taking action on the deals flagged in the audits. That's it for this episode. I appreciate you tuning in, and I hope you found it helpful. Until next time, keep adding value. Thanks for listening. If you'd like to learn more about us and the work we do, visit our website at stonefabricatorelite.com. And if you enjoyed the show, please subscribe to automatically receive future episodes.